We're gonna keep the show rolling. You guys having a good time? Yeah. This next guy, he was born in the ghetto in the valley, Woodland Hills. He's also Jewish. Everyone put your hands together for the very funny Jared Rosenthal, everyone.
Right. People came tonight. That's awesome. So I know what you're thinking. What's this 14-year-old boy doing in a bar? I assure you, I am an adult. At least in the eyes of Judaism. I have a condition for the way I look. It's called Frankie Muniz syndrome. You see this facial hair? Look a little closer. This took me 5 years to grow. I try to, live a normal life like the rest of you guys, but honestly, it's hard for me to find a career that best suits my condition. I don't have a whole lot of options, guys. I mean, I could be a model for the Gap Kids, a stand-in star for the Disney Channel, or a middle school narc in an after-school special. Hey kids, you want to buy some crack? You're like, what the fuck middle school did this kid go to? I know that older women love to date younger guys, but it's really hard for me to spit game if every time I go see a rated R movie, I get carded. Not only do I look very young, I'm also quite Jewish. My last name is Rosenthal, and it just really doesn't get much more Jewish than that. Well, actually it does, guys, because my parents used to own a bagel store. But apparently we were very good Jews because we ended up going out of business. And now I'm a disgrace to my tribe. But yeah, I'm also very pale, and these lights are like singeing my skin right now. I don't know how I'm like not on fire. My skin actually comes in two colors, a platinum printer paper white and a tomato Heinz ketchup red. And you guys, you better believe that I was made fun of in middle school for the way I looked. I mean, I heard it all. Hey pasty, hey frosty, hey snowflake. Kids were cruel, but they weren't very creative. And it wasn't until one day, little Joey Tuftston comes up to my locker and just goes, "Hey, yo, milk fuck!" How amazing is that name? Like, how creative is that? Can you imagine if I used that name to pursue a career in hip-hop? Yo, 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 yo! You're listening to Power 106, where hip-hop lives. Now dropping a debut fat single of a beat, featuring DJ Calcium. Let's give it up for Milk Fuck! Yeah, Joey was just so creative and inspirational to the point where I decided I want to pursue a creative career. And in doing so, I had to go to college. So I ended up going to CSU Channel Islands. Woo! You know what I'm talking about. The thing that's very misleading about the name of the school is that CSU Channel Islands is not located on any island. It's actually in Camarillo. And I honestly don't know what genius decided to put a college in this town. Because honestly, the only fun you can have in Camarillo is to either buy a car at a dealership, go to the outlets to try on clothing that's not tailored to fit any normal human body, or to just inhale horse shit. I think the reason why Camarillo isn't much of a college town is because CSU Channel Islands used to be an insane asylum. And I actually found a straitjacket underneath my bed during my freshman year of college. And I later found out that it belonged to my roommate, who was a former patient of the institution, which actually explains all of the midnight molestations. The school was actually, it was very small, and quite liberal, maybe a little too liberal, because, people were constantly going to classes stoned, going to class barefoot, the chicks, they wanted to shave their legs or their armpits, Honestly, guys, it was Burning Man with classes. I'm out of college now. I had a great job in downtown LA, had my very own swank apartment. Things were great. I think I flew a little too close to the sun though, because I lost my job due to company downsizing, and now I live at home with my parents. Yes, ladies, I am quite the catch. At least when I tell people that I live at home with my parents, they won't find it like as unusual or pathetic because they'll already think I'm 12 years old. So it just all works out. I'm actually 24, and I'm going through something of a quarter-life crisis right now. And it's much, much worse than a midlife crisis. I would take a midlife crisis over a quarter-life crisis any day. Because at least with the midlife crisis, you know, I'll have my own place to live. I'll actually look like I'm 24 years old. And then I'll be dating women that won't fall asleep before Nick at Night comes on. In the process of trying to find a new job, I had a little bit of downtime, so I decided to be a little bit more productive with myself and watch more TV. And I came to a realization that, you guys ever notice that certain commercials aren't geared towards the right audience? I mean, I remember watching an episode of South Park on Comedy Central, and I was just laughing super hard, and all of a sudden, the show cuts to a commercial of Sarah McLachlan and her abused animals. Fucking thank you, Sarah, for being a buzzkill. Really appreciate it. I mean, Comedy Central should just stick to showing insanity workout ads and greasy Taco Bell commercials. As a matter of fact, here are a list of networks and what they should only advertise to their audience. MTV, cover up makeup. BET, Mickey's and Popeyes. Spike TV, Axe body spray and Trojan condoms. Nickelodeon, Axe body spray and Trojan condoms. And Lifetime, cleaning products, both kitchen and vaginal. I also enjoy going to the movies. Sometimes I can't get in though because I leave my ID at home. The one theater though that I just truly despise going to is the ArcLight. And I know it's super prestigious, it's really fancy, but hear me out. Every time you go to the ArcLight, it's like going on a flight with no destination. Before you book your movie, you actually have to choose your seat before entering the theater. And then when you finally actually get to go inside, sit down and get situated, you have to listen to some fucking spiel that the usher/flight attendant gives before the movie actually starts. Normally, this doesn't bother me, but these guys go way over the top with it, and they feel like it's their 15 minutes of fame to rise and shine. And honestly, this was my last experience at the ArcLight. Welcome to the ArcLight Cinemas, where visions become reality. My name's Jonathan, and I will be your guide throughout your movie viewing experience. We are here to show you a very special screening of Iron Man 3, with a duration of 2 hours and 15 minutes. Before we start our movie, we ask that we please adhere to our rules and regulations. If you need assistance from myself or anyone else dressed in a blue and black uniform, we ask you to please shut the fuck up, as we do not care about any of our customers. If you are sitting next to a screaming child, we ask that you please let that child continue to scream, as this is socially acceptable for some reason. If you have to use the restroom at any point during the movie, we ask that you please remain seated, as your seat also acts as a flotation device. If our projector spontaneously combusts and causes a fire, do not panic. There are 3 emergency exits you may choose from to leave the theater. We ask that you please refrain from talking, texting, flash photography, smoking, dick sucking, and fucking throughout the film. Last but not least, when our film finally ends, we ask you to please fill out a quick survey at www.gofuckyourself.com.
Again, my name's Jonathan. Please follow me on Twitter at arctwat12. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy your flight. I mean film. Thanks, guys.
Jared Rosenthal.